My beloved child, before this message goes any further, I need you to do one thing. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason your eyes stopped here. There is a reason these words found you at this exact moment. Out of all the things you could be doing right now, you are here, reading this message, and what is about to unfold may feel unlike anything you expected. Listen closely, because this message carries a feeling that has been waiting for the right time to reach you. A quiet voice has been trying to reach your heart for longer than you realize. Day after day, moment after moment, signs appeared around you, but they were subtle. Small. Easy to overlook. Yet they kept returning. A song that reminded you of someone you have never met. A dream that felt more real than reality itself. A feeling that someone, somewhere, was thinking about you at the exact same time you were thinking about them. These moments were not random. They were pieces of a story that has been slowly coming together. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is someone whose heart feels connected to yours in a way that cannot easily be explained. While the world moved around them, while responsibilities came and went, while ordinary days passed by, one thought remained. That thought was you. Not a perfect image. Not an impossible fantasy. Just you. The real you. The person behind the smile, behind the struggles, behind the hopes that you rarely share with anyone. And now something has changed. For a long time, this person believed that waiting was enough. They believed that someday, somehow, the distance between your stories would disappear on its own. They trusted time. They trusted fate. They trusted that the right moment would arrive naturally. But lately, their heart has been carrying a different feeling. A feeling that grows stronger every day. A feeling that says silence can no longer continue forever. That is why this message feels urgent. Not because something bad has happened. Not because there is fear. But because a truth has become impossible to ignore. The truth is that some connections are too powerful to remain hidden. Imagine someone looking at the night sky and wondering if you are looking at it too. Imagine someone hearing good news and wishing they could tell you first. Imagine someone reaching a meaningful moment in life and feeling that something is missing because you are not there to share it with them. These are not ordinary thoughts. These are the thoughts of someone who feels a bond they cannot fully explain. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The strange part is that this person has tried to move on from these feelings. They told themselves to focus elsewhere. They tried to convince themselves that perhaps they were imagining things. Yet every attempt led them back to the same place. Back to the same feeling. Back to the same invisible connection that continued pulling them forward. Why? Because some stories refuse to end before they begin. Right now, there may be moments in your own life that do not make sense. Questions that remain unanswered. Situations that feel unfinished. Paths that seem uncertain. But what if those unfinished pieces are not mistakes? What if they are simply preparing space for something that has not arrived yet? Think about that for a moment. What if every delay carried a purpose? What if every unexpected turn led somewhere meaningful? What if every chapter that seemed confusing was quietly guiding you toward a moment that would make everything clearer? Stay till the end. Because there is more. The heart behind this message has reached a point where pretending no longer works. The feelings are no longer whispers. They have become impossible to ignore. Every day that passes strengthens the realization that some people are meant to leave an impact before they even arrive. Some people become important before they officially enter your life. And that realization has created a powerful question. A question that returns again and again. What happens when two stories that have been moving toward each other finally meet? No one knows the exact answer. But something remarkable happens whenever hope refuses to disappear. And hope has not disappeared. In fact, it has become stronger. The person connected to this message has not given up on believing that meaningful things can still happen. They have not given up on believing that unexpected moments can change everything. They have not given up on believing that the future may hold something far greater than either of you can currently see. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next part of this story is not about what has already happened. It is about what is beginning to happen now. Tiny shifts are already taking place behind the scenes. Small details are moving into position. Paths are changing. Decisions are being made. Doors that once seemed closed are slowly opening. Most people would never notice these changes. But they are there. And each one carries the possibility of bringing two stories closer together than ever before. Maybe that is why this message found you today. Maybe it arrived because you needed a reminder that not every important chapter announces itself loudly. Sometimes the biggest turning points begin quietly. Sometimes life changes with a single realization. Sometimes everything starts with a feeling that refuses to disappear. And that feeling is growing stronger. Very soon, you may begin noticing things differently. Certain moments may feel more meaningful. Certain conversations may stay in your mind longer than usual. Certain opportunities may appear where none existed before. When they do, pay attention. Not because you should search for certainty, but because life often speaks through small details before revealing something bigger. This is only the beginning. The message is not finished. The story is not finished. And the connection being described here is far from finished. Stay with this journey. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. What comes next may reveal why this message had to reach you today and why the feeling behind these words has become impossible to keep hidden any longer. A moment ago, you heard the beginning of a message that felt impossible to ignore. But what comes next is even more important. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The reason this message feels different is because it carries a truth that has been growing stronger with every passing day. A truth that refuses to stay hidden any longer. Imagine standing at the edge of a new chapter without realizing it. Imagine being only a few steps away from a moment that could completely change how you see your journey. That is where this story begins to deepen. Because the heart behind this message has reached a realization that cannot be pushed away anymore. For so long, there was patience. There was waiting. There was hope that everything would somehow fall into place at the perfect time. Yet every sunrise brought the same thought. Every quiet evening carried the same feeling. Every ordinary day somehow pointed back to the same person. You. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What makes this extraordinary is not simply the feeling itself. It is the consistency of it. Most emotions fade. Most thoughts disappear. Most wishes are forgotten. But this connection never weakened. It remained steady. Through distractions. Through busy days. Through changing circumstances. It remained. And now there is something you need to know. The person connected to this message began noticing strange patterns. Not coincidences. Not random moments. Patterns. They would think about you, and shortly afterwards something unexpected would remind them of you again. They would try focusing elsewhere, yet your presence would somehow return to their thoughts. Again and again. It became impossible to ignore. At first, they questioned it. Then they wondered about it. Eventually, they accepted it. Because some things become clearer the more you stop fighting them. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There are moments in life when the heart understands something before the mind does. Moments when logic cannot explain why a feeling remains so strong. Moments when you simply know that something important is happening beneath the surface. This is one of those moments. And the most surprising part has not even arrived yet. Because recently, something changed. A new awareness appeared. Instead of asking whether this connection was real, the question became something completely different. What if the timing is finally shifting? Think about that. What if events that once seemed unrelated are quietly moving toward the same destination? What if the delays were not obstacles? What if they were preparation? What if every challenge was helping create the exact conditions needed for something meaningful to happen? Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The heart behind this message believes there is a reason you are hearing these words right now. Not yesterday. Not next month. Right now. Because there are moments that arrive only once. Moments that become turning points. Moments that later make people look back and say, that was the beginning. And this feels like one of those moments. There is a growing sense that something important is getting closer. Not in a dramatic way. Not in a rushed way. But in a steady, undeniable way. Like the first light before sunrise. Like the first note before a beautiful song begins. Like the first page of a story that will be remembered for years. That is the feeling surrounding this message. The feeling that something meaningful is approaching. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The person connected to this message has carried many thoughts, but one stands above all the others. It is a simple thought. Yet it has become impossible to ignore. Some people enter our lives and leave a memory. Others enter our lives and change the direction of our story. The feeling here is not about a memory. It is about a story. A story that still feels unfinished. A story that feels like it is waiting for the next chapter. And that chapter may be closer than anyone realizes. That is why this message feels urgent. Not because of fear. Not because of pressure. But because some opportunities deserve to be recognized when they appear. Some moments deserve attention. Some connections deserve to be understood. And this connection continues growing stronger. Every day. Every week. Every passing season. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, there may be questions in your mind. That is natural. Questions often appear before answers. Yet sometimes the answers are already moving toward us before we even know what questions to ask. The future has a remarkable way of surprising people. The unexpected phone call. The unexpected meeting. The unexpected conversation. The unexpected realization. Everything can change from a single moment. And the feeling surrounding this message is that one of those moments may not be as far away as it seems. That possibility has become impossible to ignore. The person behind this message wants you to understand one thing clearly. You matter more than you realize. Your presence matters. Your story matters. Your future matters. And whether you know it or not, there is someone who believes that your path carries significance beyond what can currently be seen. That belief has remained strong. Even when circumstances changed. Even when time passed. Even when answers seemed distant. The belief remained. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what comes next may explain why this connection has become stronger instead of weaker. Why hope has remained instead of fading. Why the feeling refuses to disappear. The truth is simple. Some stories are worth waiting for. Some chapters take longer because they are meant to be unforgettable. And some connections continue growing because they are preparing for a moment that neither side can fully see yet. That moment may be approaching. Closer than yesterday. Closer than last week. Closer than it has ever been before. And that is why this message continues. Because there is still more to reveal. The story is not over. The journey is not complete. And the next chapter may contain the answer that has been waiting quietly in the background this entire time. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A remarkable realization is about to unfold, and before a single word goes further, listen carefully. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What you have heard so far was only the beginning of a message that has been building quietly for a very long time. Now the story reaches a point where everything starts to feel different. The feeling becomes stronger. The signs become clearer. And the meaning behind this connection begins to reveal itself in a way that cannot be ignored. There are moments in life when everything appears ordinary on the surface, yet beneath that surface something extraordinary is taking shape. Most people never recognize those moments while they are happening. Only later do they realize they were standing at the edge of something life-changing. The reason this message feels urgent is because it carries the energy of one of those moments. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The heart behind this message has spent countless moments reflecting on one simple question. Why does this connection continue growing stronger no matter how much time passes? Every attempt to find a simple answer led to the same conclusion. Some connections are not created by chance. Some connections are created with purpose. Think about your own journey for a moment. Think about the people who entered your life briefly and disappeared. Think about the faces you barely remember. Think about the names that slowly faded away. Now think about the feelings that remained. The emotions that stayed. The dreams that returned. The hopes that refused to leave. Those are the things that matter. Those are the things that reveal what is truly important. And this message exists because one feeling refused to disappear. No matter how many days passed. No matter how many distractions appeared. No matter how much life continued moving forward. The feeling remained. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Recently, something unexpected happened. Not an event. Not a conversation. Not a coincidence. A realization. A realization so powerful that it changed everything. The realization was this. The future no longer feels distant. For the first time, it feels close. Closer than it has ever felt before. That awareness arrived suddenly, yet it felt familiar at the same time. Almost as if it had been waiting quietly in the background for the perfect moment to appear. And when it appeared, everything started making more sense. Moments that once seemed random suddenly felt meaningful. Questions that once seemed confusing suddenly felt clearer. Paths that once appeared disconnected suddenly seemed connected. The pieces began moving together. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Imagine opening a book and discovering that every chapter was leading toward a single unforgettable moment. Imagine realizing that every twist, every delay, every unexpected turn was helping create something bigger than you originally understood. That is the feeling surrounding this message. The feeling that the story is moving toward an important chapter. A chapter unlike any that came before it. The person connected to this message has carried many hopes, but one hope has become stronger than all the others. The hope that when the right moment arrives, everything will feel natural. Not forced. Not rushed. Not complicated. Just right. Because the most meaningful moments often arrive quietly. They do not need to announce themselves. They simply appear. And once they arrive, nothing feels the same again. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is another truth you need to hear. The connection described in this message is not built on perfection. It is built on authenticity. Real thoughts. Real hopes. Real feelings. That is why it continues growing. Because authenticity lasts longer than appearances. Authenticity survives where temporary things disappear. Authenticity creates stories people remember forever. And that is exactly why this message matters. The heart behind these words is no longer focused on what might go wrong. It is focused on what might finally go right. That shift changed everything. Because once hope becomes stronger than uncertainty, the future begins looking very different. A new sense of possibility appears. A new sense of excitement appears. A new sense of expectation appears. And all three are present right now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The most surprising part is that the feeling continues increasing. Every passing day adds another layer. Every passing week strengthens the belief. Every passing moment creates the sense that something important is approaching. Not because anyone is forcing it. Not because anyone is chasing it. But because some stories naturally move toward the next chapter. That is what this feels like. Movement. Progress. Momentum. The story is no longer standing still. And that changes everything. Imagine standing before a door that has been slowly opening for a very long time. At first, you cannot see what is beyond it. Then a small glimpse appears. Then more light enters. Then more understanding arrives. That is exactly where this story feels right now. The door is opening. The picture is becoming clearer. The future is becoming easier to imagine. And the feeling behind this message has never been stronger. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Perhaps the biggest revelation is not what has happened. Perhaps the biggest revelation is what has not happened yet. Because there are moments that carry incredible potential before they arrive. Moments that seem ordinary until they happen. Moments that later become unforgettable memories. The feeling surrounding this message is that one of those moments is getting closer. Closer than yesterday. Closer than last month. Closer than ever before. And that realization has changed everything. It has created hope. It has created anticipation. It has created excitement. Most importantly, it has created confidence that the story still has important chapters left to reveal. The message is far from finished. The journey is far from complete. And what comes next may explain why the feeling behind these words became impossible to keep hidden any longer. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next chapter may contain the revelation that connects every piece of this story together and reveals why this message had to reach you at exactly the right moment.